What up, Lottery Stocks fam? We have a very important week ahead. We have CPI on Tuesday, the FOMC rate hikes on Wednesday, and PPI also on Wednesday. Now, keep in mind, we do also have the GameStop report, the GameStop shareholder meeting, which is on the 14th, and then we have a special IPO on the 15th that an article is going to talk about. But before we get into that, all I ask you guys to do, if you enjoy the video or find value out of the video, make sure to please hit the like button. It's free. It helps me out. Also hit the subscribe button. We are just brushing 14,000 subscribers, so make sure to be one of them that helps us get to that home stretch to 14K subs. Now, just to get some of the good stuff out of the way, I want to talk about Discord and then MooMoo link real quick. If you guys want to skip a little bit ahead when we get into the video, about 20 seconds, you can. But I want to first tell you guys to take the initiative, download MooMoo using my link, sign up and make a deposit to get up to 17 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, plus a $100 cash coupon that you can withdraw, plus free C3 AI stocks, as well as a potential free Tesla or Google stock. So the incentive for June is absolutely insane. Take advantage of this now. And if you already have MooMoo, go use your mom's link. Go use your mom's phone, grandma's phone, dad's phone, whatever it may be. Also, guys, pop in the Discord. The link is right under the MooMoo link as well. I'll leave both of these in the description and in the comments down below. You guys will not regret popping in the Discord. I'm in there on the daily. We talk stocks all day long and have options, trading alerts, and more. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Why the new bull market is headed for more Fed stress after a rate hike pause. The stock and bond market are betting that the Federal Reserve will pause its interest rate hikes, the more aggressive monetary policy since the 1980s, at this week's Federal Open Market Committee meeting. Former Fed Vice Chair Roger told CNBC he thinks the Fed decision is a much closer call than the market is expecting, and what comes after that will be more central bank hikes to tame inflation. Investors should be bracing for a Fed that is going to continue to be hiking. This is just one analyst on CNBC, but you guys can tell from based off of just the sentiment in the air, right, and on Twitter, on stock comments, on the overall market, that this Fed meeting is going to be a 50-50.
What is your outlook for this next meeting? Do you see a pause, a so-called hawkish pause, maybe even a rate hike?
So I'm not as convinced as the market that a pause is baked in. You just said that the market is pricing in an 80% expectation of a pause. I actually think it's a 50-50, very close call.
And in my opinion, it's going to have an effect on the market, but I only see it affecting it one way.
But most importantly, the big picture is even if they do pause, as we've seen with other central banks, that does not mean that they're over.
Now, I don't like to always be bearish, but I'm going to tell you why in 1 second. This is just another article talking about, is the Fed going to pause? What is the CPI inflation data? As well as a brand new IPO that is going to happen this week. Now, the CPI estimate on Wall Street is 4.1%, and that is on the 13th, so Tuesday, and on Wednesday, we have the PPI and FOMC come out. Wall Street estimate is a rate pause. Again, just because even if they do pause them does not mean they are done raising rates, so don't think this is 100% bullish for the market.
And so the market should, I think, brace itself for a Fed that is going to continue to be hiking, even if this one happens to be a pause. And I think the pause here is really a closer call than the market currently expects.
However, we are currently in a bull market. It is what it is. It's being stated, it's being floated around that the SPY is now in a bull market, and this thing has been ripping beautifully. I'll give it that. It's at 429.90 currently as I'm making this video. Now, before this week starts, I want to talk about the SPY pressing against the Bollinger Bands. It's at a very strong resistance level. Even if I had the drawings in to talk about it even more, you would see that there is a 423 gap fill to the downside, as well as some resistance up around 433 where the SPY is scaling up to right now. So even if that does happen Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, just prepare for a slight rejection. Now, I want to talk about how hard the SPY has been pushing. The SPY has been scaling up over the past 4 weeks now. However, the volume is slowly starting to fade on the buyer's end. So keep that in mind as well. This could just be anticipation of this week and what is going to happen. But you want to see strong volume when the price is moving up. Or if you're a bear, you want to see strong volume when the price is moving down. We're trading right in that indecisive level. But what I can say is that just from a technical perspective, to jump in right now would be a risky thing to do. We bottomed out, we scaled back up, and now we are ripping hard. Plus, this is more so a long-term investment, so even missing out on a potential rip a little bit higher, when you do jump in, you're going to be in it for, what, 10, 20, 30 years? Also, this is just some more technicals over on Twitter, basically showing how JP Morgan said to sell above 390, we came above 390, and Morgan Stanley separately has a price target of 415. We came up, we hit 415, and now basically this is what is being projected by JD Henning over on Twitter, and I sort of agree. I think the S&P 500 is going to scale even lower. It didn't necessarily break out of the woods just yet over on the SPY, and I think this week is going to be a very, very dangerous week for the market. However, if they do pause rates, you may have a little bit of a temporary pop. But depending on CPI and PPI that comes out, it will affect the market. Also guys, 2-year Treasury yields end at 3-month highs as investors eye approaching Fed decision. This would just be another indication that the equities market would start scaling down. A lot of stuff is happening for the first time. A potential Nike swoosh recovery, a potential avoidance of a recession, even though that is, even the Fed predicts that that is going to happen either end of 2023 or push back into 2024. So just keep that in mind as well. Even a temporary bullish signal is still a bearish signal in the long term right now, at least until the economy gets itself back together. Also guys, if you do care about this IPO, it's CAVA, becomes publicly listed starting on June 15th. So this is just another thing to pay attention to. Over on Thursday, the company has a price range set between $17 and $19 with a 180-day lockup period. Kava Group Inc. will be offering 14,444,000 shares at a per share value of $18. You can go pre-order these on Webull, probably MooMoo, probably other exchanges as well. Just keep that in mind. This is an IPO to pay attention to. Something that Fox Business is calling out as well. Now, crypto, we know stuff has been happening with Gary Gensler trying to sue Binance and basically saying that crypto is trash, it's a scam, so on and so forth. Bloodbath happens, a sudden $1 trillion crypto crash sparks fresh Coinbase warning and tanks the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Polygon, and Solana. Now say what you will, but big crypto coins, crypto market correlates over to the equities market. Big names have to move things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, so on and so forth. And Bitcoin has been looking good. It's making higher highs and higher lows, but it's getting dangerous with the news of the SEC going after crypto and basically saying it's worthless. It could be a shakeout, but the volume did increase on this sell-off, so be very, very careful if you guys are in the crypto markets. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And on top of that, the CEO of Coinbase states the US will find the right outcome for crypto eventually. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. What do you think is going to happen with PPI, CPI, as well as the rate hikes going forward, as well as the GameStop meeting, guys? Prep for the GameStop meeting. I do still hold my calls. I know a lot of you guys want to know that. If you want to talk with me back and forth, I will be in the Discord. I have been in the Discord on the weekend. I wasn't sure if I was able to get a video up today. I had some stuff to do, but keep in mind, I do still hold my calls on AMC, GameStop. Watch the S&P 500. Watch what is going to happen. We have an important week. It's going to be a really fun week in the Discord. I can already tell. And it's just going to be very, very volatile to say the least. Overall, guys, this is what I got for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.